All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the market speculator with bullsonwallstreet.com. First trading day of April. We've got the free weekly swing trade report here. Now, we could talk about the FANG and the big tech. We've been talking about that a lot. We talked about that in the trade report this morning, which I just put out. But today, let's talk about something a little different. We're going to talk about oil and some beaten down stocks that are waking up. Before we do that, let's look at SPY here. And SPY is looking strong. If we see here, it's up over the 9 EMA after looking like there might be a breakdown last week. So all systems are clear right now, especially if we end up breaking back over the big breakdown day a couple of weeks ago here. So if we get up above 237.50, we can start getting really aggressive. I've already got a list of about 20, 25 stocks I'm watching very closely. We put those out in the trade report this morning. But again, let's talk about oil and beaten down stocks. You watch oil here. It's been beaten down after coming off what looked like a potential breakout. And sometimes these breakouts after downtrends take some time. And the key here is if we eventually break 12 on USO. But for now, we've kind of bottomed here. Yesterday, as you can see here, where we broke the 9, that was off oil inventories, which come every Wednesday. Nice breakout. We took a position right in here, and it's working out very nicely. If we get another pop here, we're going to take profits in UWT, which is what I always use for trading oil, the triple leverage ETF. You get a little more volatility, triple the volatility here. So the entry here was around 18 something, and we're up to 1961. And now if we get in the upper 20s, 21 range, I'll look to take profits. So we're going to be watching that very closely. Now I've already been in it. Now, if you're looking to get in, what I would watch for is a little bit of a pullback and hold, or a consolidation and break. Either one of those will set you up for an entry. So watch oil very closely. And remember, whenever you're trading oil, every Wednesday is the oil inventories report. So you got to pay attention to that very closely. So that's oil. Now let's talk about 4 beaten down stocks. We're going to talk about Etsy here. It was an IPO, ran really nicely, and now has broken down here and is putting in a gap down reversal up over the 9. You could enter right in here or wait for a break of this range in here. Either way to play it is fine. I'm watching this very closely. I would like a pullback and a hold of the 9. I always like to get better value on some of these trades. Fitbit has been beaten down for a long time. But waking up here, pulling down a little bit this morning, but breakout here over the 9. Now the key is going to be the 50-day moving average here. If it can get up over, and the exact number is 602. So if we can get 602, 603, 605, somewhere in there, that could set it up for a gap fill here at 726. Now, those of you who don't trade low float stocks, entering at 6, imagine entering at 60 and your target here would be 73. It's the same thing. So really nice setup there. UA, Under Armour, another gap down, has woken up a little bit here after making a couple attempts at pushing through. If it can clear the 50, that would be great. That would get us, say, a 1950 entry, and we could look for a target all the way up at 25, and we'd probably take profits earlier than that. So keep an eye on UA. And one more IPO here, ACIA. Now this IPO'd about 250 days ago, somewhere around there. You can see here it did what IPOs often do, made the big run up, and then bottoms out and consolidates for a while, and then you watch for the next breakout. Since it's about 50 days old, it's got the newly formed 200-day moving average. You could watch for a break of that. Or this is such a low risk here, you could even just enter here at around 60, get a stop at 55 and see if you can get a bigger run. Even just getting up to here 70 would give you 2 to 1. And if you could play through the break and maybe get up here at the highs around 85, 90, you're looking at 3 to 1, 4 to 1. So low risk, high reward. So that's what I'm watching right now. I'm actually watching a lot of different things, but in terms of the beaten down stuff, it's oil and these 4 stocks. So keep an eye out on these this week. And if SPY breaks that 237.50, we could start to get really aggressive on some of our trades here.